right, so here is Dustin Poirier making the walk for yet another big UFC spot here tonight. UFC 236 was his coming out party, DC. He ended Max Holloway's 13-fight winning streak, and in a near-perfect performance in a lot of respects, was able to realize a UFC interim lightweight title.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is Dustin Poirier. It seems like he's been here the whole time. We've seen this young man grow up in the UFC. We saw him at 145 pounds have a ton of success, but we've truly seen him come into his own as he's going up to lightweight. He's become a UFC interim champion, and he's beaten guys like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, and Max Holloway. One of the best fighters at 155 is Dustin Poirier.
And with Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier, safe to say that Lafayette, Louisiana has made a pretty good UFC footprint over the last few years. Dustin Poirier got on the proving ground here tonight. Well, if he is not the greatest UFC featherweight champion in the promotion's history, he is certainly on the short list. That 13-fight winning streak that he put together at 145 pounds, likely something, DC, that will never be duplicated in this division.
Yes, it'll be very tough because it's such a tough division. The guys that he had to beat in order to go on a 13-fight win streak was unbelievable. It was unreal to see the names on that list that Max Holloway beat. But the crowning moment was when he beat Jose Aldo twice to win and keep his UFC featherweight championship, and then he only topped that in the destruction of Brian Ortega. Max Holloway is one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter 145 pounds has ever seen.
And with respect to Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, and anybody else, the UFC featherweight record books read like Max Holloway's Wikipedia page. We'll see if he can add to that total here tonight. Max Holloway, and he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! Third round in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max Blast Holloway.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, folks, here we go with the third and in all likelihood final meeting between future Hall of Famers Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. They met in 2012 and 2019. Poirier get the upper hand both times.
Dustin Poirier does a great job of using his range. He's the bigger guy, so he uses his size to control Max Holloway. But the one thing you know about Max Holloway, he is a dog and he is a gamer. And anytime he's in there, he's going to try to take it to you, as he has done time and time again against Dustin Poirier.
Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming. Poirier does a better job when he's the guy going forward. Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Watch the former interim lightweight champ Dustin Poirier in a good striking flow here tonight, DC. That left hand nearly put his opponent out.
Nearly puts him out, and you can't take many of them. Dustin's so big and physically strong for 155. I I can't believe he used to fight at featherweight. He looks like he would never have made that weight. He's found his home at lightweight, and you see the damage he can inflict with one strike.
Nice kick to the body. He's looking to land the right, just out of range.
Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Oh, how good is that hook? He lands another one here. He's connected on several in this round. Plenty more where that came from, to be sure.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Big power shot there. Beautiful work on the feet tonight by Poirier. Watch for him to set up that hook again now.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do eventually, it will show itself. And right now, it's starting to show.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his
Man,
way.
get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger. Clean punch. It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful.
Horns out for the end of round one.
All right, bro, take a seat. All right, listen. You can't wait. I need you to be first, okay? Let's get behind that jab and start throwing your kicks out there. Punches first.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
All right, DC, here we go, round two. How good is this? Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters. That's a big strike right there.
Heavy kick downstairs. Circling to his right.
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, Jay. Hey, that uppercut is coming. And when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Poirier's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Nice job by Dustin Poirier there. Sticks the target and then moves his head off the center line to avoid the comeback shot.
Head off the center line and watch him the counter with that beautiful straight left that he throws over and over. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
Now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not run. Now he got hurt bad.
Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with your food.
No.
All right, so some definite... Oh, big right! Gets back to his feet. And now a left.
Oh,
30 seconds to go. essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside physician.
And here comes the doctor. Doctor's gonna take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
All right, we'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it. I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this one to this point.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited. Oh! There it is! Oh! Woo! Takes the judges out of it, gets the finish.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, Bruce Buffer has the official decision. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 49 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Max Blessed Holloway.
All right, so it's Max Holloway by KO. This man has been there. He has done that. I'm not sure, though, he has had a bigger highlight than the one he produced tonight.
This is one of the biggest ones. He needed this victory. He needed to win. He needed to do it emphatically. He needed to really make a statement, and that's exactly what he did tonight inside the octagon.
And he can call his shot right at this point in time. Given his resume, this knockout is going to lay the foundation for him to get another huge fight in this loaded UFC featherweight division.